Namaste, Jai Hind and welcome to this edition of The Right Stand. I'm Anand Narasimhan. The BJP has launched a scathing attack at the Congress party, saying that several ex-accounts of the opposition and its leaders are being operated from abroad to try and shape narratives in Bharat. BJP spokesperson Dr. Sambit Patra stated that Rahul Gandhi's people who have no connection to Bharat are sitting in Bangladesh, Pakistan, Southeast Asia, West Asia, Europe and America and are shaping narratives to stoke unrest in Bharat. The BJP is claiming that the Congress ecosystem accounts are based out of foreign soil. Congress leader at Pawan Khera's account is based in the United States. That's the claim. Account based in United States. That's what's been declared by the BJP. Maharashtra Congress account is based in Ireland. The Maharashtra Congress account is based in Ireland. Himachal Congress is connected via Thailand and that too an Android app. Then the BJP is calling it an ecosystems network of influencers who are based out of foreign locations. Like the one on your screen is a pro-Congress influencer, Arpit Sharma. He spread false narrative and half-truths on vote chori. He posted misleading videos to create suspicion. The BJP claims it was a dangerous bid to damage Bharat's electoral system. The BJP further claims that another pro-Congress influencer, Bhavana Joshi, whose account is based in West Asia, spread false narratives on Bihar elections and made misleading posts on platform X. Another pro-Congress influencer, Yashita Nagpal, whose account is based in Pakistan, mocked BJP leaders ahead of Bihar elections on platform X posts. Now, pro-Congress influencer Diya Sharma, whose account is actually based in Pakistan, made a false claim of vote chori on platform X. Pro-Congress influencer R. Rashush, his account is based in North America, echoed Rahul's hydrogen bomb. That is Rashush, Ankita Rashush. And Brazilian model claims on platforms backing the Congress leader's vote chori allegations. Now, another pro-Congress influencer, Diksha Sharma's account based in Pakistan, peddled vote chori narrative on social media. All accounts which have the female gender's name, and these have got Hindu names, but their origins or their basis is in Pakistan. Now, backing Rahul's vote chori narrative was pro-Congress influencer Pratik Sinha, whose account is based in Malaysia as shown by the BJP. Now, he's echoed Rahul's vote chori claim on the Maharashtra elections, and not just vote chori. Pro-Congress influencer Pratik Sinha tried to spread misinformation on Operation Sindoor that benefited the Pak narrative. Now, more pro-Congress influencers such as Nidhi Singh Rathore, whose account shows is based in West Asia, mocked PM Modi on Operation Sindoor. Pro-Congress influencer Katalea, whose account is based in Singapore, questioned Operation Sindoor on platform X. Pro-Congress influencer Diya Sharma, running a social media account from Pakistan, told Pak narrative on the jets. Again, Arpit Sharma, another influencer pro-Congress, again whose social media account is based in Europe, ran a calculated disinformation campaign on Manipur that was designed to create unrest in the region. Yashita Nagpal, whose account is based in Pakistan, peddled lies on Manipur and also the Prime Minister's visit. And not just three narratives. Pro-Congress influencers spread mistrust against Prime Minister, the RSS and the armed forces, trying to stoke mass protests online of Nepal's on the lines of the Nepal Gen Z stir. Now listen in to this entire war of words over this entire flashpoint on X handles and foreign-driven, influenced narratives. The BJP made the allegation. The Congress was also quick on the counter.
पवन खेड़ा जी यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स बेस्ड है, उनका अकाउंट. दूसरा अकाउंट है महाराष्ट्र कांग्रेस, INC महाराष्ट्र, अकाउंट बेस्ड इन आयरलैंड. तो कई ऐसे इन्फ्लुएंसर्स ने साउथ ईस्ट एशिया दे दिया है, जबकि उनका लोकेशन पाकिस्तान है. तो आप सोच के देखिए किस प्रकार से राहुल गांधी केवल विदेश जाकर देश के खिलाफ नहीं कहते हैं, वो प्लानिंग के साथ, डिजाइन के साथ वो भारत में नरेटिव सेट करेंगे.
तो ट्विटर खुद ही स्वीकार कर रहा है कि जो डेटा जो लोकेशन आपको दिख रही है वो एक्यूरेट नहीं है, ये कभी भी चेंज हो सकती है। और अगर मैं उन्हीं की बात पर यकीन करूं तो मैं उनसे पूछना चाहती हूं, बीजेपी गुजरात आयरलैंड से क्यों चल रहा है? मोदी जी के जिगर के टुकड़े अडानी ग्रुप का अकाउंट जर्मनी से चल रहा है। कैसे चल रहा है? ये लोग राष्ट्रद्रोह क्यों कर रहे हैं? क्या बीजेपी इस बात का जवाब दे सकती है? महामूर्खता की दलीलें, मुद्दों से भटकाने का प्रयास है ये।
Well, there's been a response that's also come from Pawan Khera. We'll play that out as Rohan Gupta, Sanjay Jha and Dr. Anand Ranganathan also join us on this conversation. We'll open that out. But Pawan Khera has also raised the same concern like Supriya Srine did. Pawan Khera has said that these are the allegations that have been made. These are the fourth narrative that is all against the country. These narratives are being stitched. But Pawan Khera is saying if I were to follow their logic, I could also produce a long list of the BJP's accounts that appear to operate from abroad. I use a VPN, so why the fuss? That's what Pawan Khera has said, while saying X itself has stated that this was a technical glitch during a product launch and the issue will be resolved gradually. That's what Pawan Khera has said. So there is much ado about nothing. That's what the Congress has come out and said. Meanwhile, the BJP alleges a lot of the narrative stitching and the narrative amplification is being done by handles which are either bots or have false names and are being operated by agents, entities who are A, friendly to the Congress but inimical to Bharat, the BJP, PM Modi. Rohan Gupta, let's open this up. Your thoughts?
See, basically, this is not just one event. This is a chain of events. You have seen in past how Mr. Rahul Gandhi, when he was abroad, there was one document which was published from Malaysia. So, the way Congress party today has taken their stand, that they will do anything to ensure they try to topple down Modi government. They incite Gen Z. They talk about, some agitations across India. They try to take things out. They feel something on line of Bangladesh or something line for Nepal. And in that process, they are ready to do everything. They don't have maintained any limit. They are ready to do everything, whether it is social media, whether it is media. That's why whenever Mr. Rahul Gandhi goes out of the country, he ensures that anti-India rhetoric against Modi government is always takes the center stage. But the people of this country, they don't like this kind of approach. They have to answer all the time. They cannot tell that it's just a technical glitch and they can get away. You are a responsible political party. You are a national party. You are answerable to the country. You are answerable to the people. Why these things happen only with Congress party? Why these so-called pro-Congress influencers, they are outside country and they are, creating a kind of protest-like situation against Modi government? I think absolutely in democracy, you have right to oppose the government. But when it comes to the country, you should draw a line and you should not cross that line that this is against India or this is against Modi government. And that is why today's Congress party is completely missing that line, the fine line.
Congress party missing the fine line is one allegation, but did the BJP jump to the gun? That's another question. Did the BJP just see that, these accounts are all based abroad, so let's go and create this before first looking whether there are accounts of their own which may be based outside of the country? Rohan Gupta.
See, this is, again I'm telling you, this is not the single event. This is the chain of events. You remember that when Mr. Rahul Gandhi went to Malaysia, there was one document out of the 6 documents which were uploaded on Congress Twitter handle. The stamp of that document was of Malaysia. Has Congress party answered that question? No. There cannot be technical glitch all the time. So they have to come clean on this. This is not a single event. They have to ensure that when these kind of allegations are raised against Congress party, whether it is this agitation or trying to incite the Gen Z, all the times you will find somewhere Congress party's trail goes out of the country. So they have to come clean on this.
Sanjay Jha, please respond.
Anand, good evening. When I came on your program, your guest relations executive told me we were going to discuss the SIR. I'll tell you why I'm saying this to you. Because, Anand, let me be very frank, you're a friend. We insult the viewers of your program, and your viewers, I'm sure, like you, they come to the CNN channel to watch an intelligent discussion. Even if people are polarized, that doesn't matter. But running this gibberish from the BJP, you are insulting and we are all insulting your viewers. This is unfair because their time has to be respected. I mean, I heard parts of the clip of the BJP presser and I thought it was such a scam actually that this is the party in government. It's not a party in opposition which is trying to rake up an issue. This is a party in government. I mean, sounding so absurd, atrocious, and frankly brain dead. I think I have got to be honest about it. Is this a party of dunderheads? Let me give you a couple of examples. Yeah. And I think Supriya mentioned it. I saw it on many fact-check site. BJP Gujarat, is it an anti-national because it is hosted in Ireland? I mean, how stupid can you be? Is the BJP saying that its own BJP Gujarat unit is an anti-national? I mean, are you guys crazy? Are you insane? They have called Adani Green, their best buddy who probably, runs the government because they do anything at his beck and call, is hosted out of Germany. Is Adani an anti-national? Well, if that is the case, I want to actually congratulate the BJP because they're saying, ये तो crony capitalist है, हमारी देश को लूट रहा है, which Rahul Gandhi has been saying for a long time. ABP, and let me tell you this, Anand, ABP, your sister, not your sister, but your fraternity, part of your media fraternity, is hosted out of USA. Is ABP an anti-national? Is Aaj Tak hosted out of USA an anti-national? Is India Today anti-national? तुम क्या बात करते हो यार? Listen, I'll tell you, Rohan, I have no problem with you, man. But you guys are taking this country. You may win elections. You're going to lose them sooner or later. Trust me. No, let me finish. I didn't interrupt you. I did not interrupt you. Let me finish.
Yeah. Please finish.
I did not interrupt you. Let me finish.
There's just three of you.
You are going to lose an election. You're going to lose badly at some point. People are watching you, bro. And the day you lose, you'll be a laughing stock. And the same people who are right now tolerating your nonsense, either out of fear or out of the fact that why take a panga with these guys, they will laugh at you. What are you doing to this country? Have some respect for your viewers. And Anand, I need to read it out because I tweeted this 2 hours ago. And had your guest relations told me they had changed the program, I would not have been here. This is what I tweeted. I hope, dear TV channels, you're not discussing the BJP presser today on Twitter accounts with a foreign currency location tag, foreign country location tag. The Modi government has zero intelligence and intellect, but please refrain from insulting your viewers with their gibberish. It is too ridiculous and stupid to even amuse a kindergarten child. Even by BJP's pathetic standards, this is a sickening low. I'm done.
Okay. Rohan Gupta respond and then Dr. Anand.
Yeah.
You're on mute, Rohan.
can't hear him.
One second.
Sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
go ahead.
Sanjay,
Now you're audible. Yeah, go ahead.
So, Sanjay, the way you don't have anything against anything personal against me, I also don't have anything. But the kind of maturity you are showing in this debate, if 5% of the maturity shown by Congress, they wouldn't have been in this pathetic situation today. You have done SIR 10 debates. You also note that there is no logic that after 65 lakh voters have been deleted, what issue Mr. Rahul Gandhi has been raising, and still you are supporting that debate. You are calling yourself Indian. Don't do that. I know that you are a good person individually, but when you are supporting Congress, you should also ask your, conscience, are you right doing that? People have defeated him. You are saying that people are डर रहे हैं. क्या डर रहे हैं? आप बिहार की जनता का अपमान कर रहे हैं. You are saying that I am Bihari and you are insulting Bihar. Somewhere you please concede that Congress has completely lost the plot. When Mr. Rahul Gandhi goes out of the country and talks against the country, you have never raised your voice. Do you feel, Sanjay, as an individual Sanjay, you will take the fact that Rahul Gandhi goes out of the country and calls the country the union of the nation? Do you feel that is correct? Questioning government, questioning our election commission, questioning all institutions, and he doesn't go to the swearing in of CGI, you will not question that? Either you decide whether you are in Congress party and then sometimes be open to criticize the Congress party which is there in your heart. Please don't show double standards, Sanjay. We are all mature people. I respect you individually, but when it comes to analysis, you must do objective analysis rather than this biased analysis, because you should not lose your audience. You also have developed few audience after many years that they will like to see Mr. Sanjay. By doing this, you are ensuring that you are following the line of Rahul Gandhi and you are killing your audience by making such arguments. So again, nothing personal against you.
See, this is amazing. I just love the spirit of the debate here, because this is डांटो मगर प्यार से, छेड़ो मगर प्यार से, रगड़ो मगर प्यार से, रगड़ो मगर प्यार से. But it's nice, and let's keep the spirit going. See, there are different points of view. view. But one must not forget that time and again there is merit to this aspect, that a lot of what the Congress party says or where it is amplified from outside of the country, or it emanates from outside the country rather than from within. Even that recent one where the template and the presentation originated from Vietnam. So there are multiple reasons why, and that coincided with Rahul Gandhi's visit to Vietnam. Now there may have been no link at all. I'm saying willing to concede the benefit of doubt. But the fact is that it seems to be that there are directions that emanate from outside the country rather than within. Dr. Ranganathan has not yet spoken, so let's just be fair to him. Dr. Ranganathan, thank you for your patience. The other thing is, shouldn't the BJP have done its own homework? Now, is this an issue with X as a handle, and if there is a problem there, before jumping the gun? And not every handle that is based outside the country needs to be anti-national. It's the utterances. If a Disha Sharma's account is based out of Pakistan, I am myself surprised. Their Dalits don't have a say. How would upper caste Hindus be even survive? So how can a Disha Sharma operate out of Pakistan? That's one question that automatically comes to mind. Yes, Dr. Ranganathan.
Yeah, good evening, Anand, and good evening to my fellow panelists, both of who are very dear friends. But before I come to the thrust of the topic, it's a very simple, pointed question to my dear friend Rohanji. Rohanji, what do you think could be the reason why the BJP Gujarat handle was hosted out of Ireland?
Anand, I'll definitely answer that. I am not saying that there cannot be technical glitches, there cannot be issues. I'm not saying that. If question is asked to BJP, BJP must answer the question. This is because you are a political party, the other political party definitely have right to raise the questions. And as a responsible political party, we are not a company, we are a political party, we must answer that. When this Vietnam thing happened...
What could be the reason? What could be the reason?
There can be a technical issue. I am not saying that. There can be a technical issue. But we have to come, if question is asked to us, as a BJP, we will definitely answer that. I will not say that नहीं हमको सवाल नहीं पूछ सकते हैं. वैसे ही राहुल गांधी जी को हमने जब सवाल पूछा आनंद, at the time of Vietnam, where the classified document was stamped in Vietnam, that cannot be a technical glitch. Why there is no answer from Congress party then?
Now thanks. So as you've accepted, it could be a technical issue. The reason why a BJP handle, Gujarat handle, was hosted out of Ireland. The Congress, you've given it away to Congress on a platter, because they will say, well, it's the same technical issue on which many of our handles are also hosted out of other countries. But now let me come to the thrust. And Anand, you hit the nail on the head. And I disagree with Sanjay saying that this is a puerile issue. No issue is puerile. It's what you bring to the table. And I want to bring a substantive issue on here. And I think what I want to say can be encapsulated in one sentence. For I believe who says and where from that person says is not important. What is being said is important. Now there are two issues. So that is why I don't lay a lot of credence. Of course, it's fun knowing that suddenly, all what Jinnah fought all his life for was actually not Pakistan but South Asia. And South Asia was then divided in 1971 into another South Asia. It's fun. But the fact of the matter is, I think privacy is important if you want to air your views. And you've seen it in many dictatorships. In China, we wouldn't mind if somebody from China was tweeting truth or facts about that country and not disclosing his or her location, or disclosing the location as somewhere not in China. We wouldn't mind it as long as the facts are being put before us. Likewise, of course, India is not a dictatorship, but one, respect the privacy, and second, we have overbearing laws starting from the First Amendment. We don't have free speech at all, or substantively. So it does make sense for somebody to be worried about what he says. He could be prosecuted for it. Hence the privacy, hence anonymity, and hence I always have batted for, if somebody wants to be anonymous or a handle needs to be anonymous, let that person be anonymous. So I think, Sanjay, this is an important issue. It's to underline that privacy is important. If you want to air your views publicly, it doesn't matter who is airing it, and it doesn't matter from where those views are being aired. Could be America, could be Pakistan, could be Bangladesh, for all I care. But the fact of the matter is, what is important is what is being aired, and are you able to rebut that or not? And 99.9% of the time, you can rebut the asinine, silly utterances of all these handles who are operating from outside.
Yeah, I think I will tend to agree that the biggest problem that I find it, I don't know, Anand, how much you face, is at least that I'm going to be frank about it, is the misinformation and disinformation campaigns that are run regularly on our social media. And it is now so brazen that I think it's become part of political strategy that, we don't care. It doesn't matter because how many people are really going to chase a legal case. Nobody really cares anymore because it's become so normalized that now, today, for example, somebody can say something blatantly wrong about you. Somebody can twist something about Rohan. Somebody can morph using AI. And we have all become susceptible, very vulnerable to a malicious campaign if somebody has a nefarious agenda. So I think we are all losers here. And I think, Rohan, you have been part of social media for the Congress. You headed it. You had a hugely responsible task. You're doing what your other guy, Malviya, is doing in Delhi for BJP. And I can tell you for a fact that you did a good job. And I'm sure you are better positioned today, right now, to tell your friend in the BJP that, getting a notorious reputation, you are damaging this country's integrity as a democratic, functioning country that respects laws and is believing in principles of a functioning democracy, which is free speech and not spreading fake news with a willful intent to damage opposition or create.
But does that burden of responsibility not lie within elected representatives, irrespective of which political spectrum they are?
Rahul Gandhi.
So that's what everybody is entitled to their opinion, but the burden of responsibility lies both on the government and the opposition, sir, and especially leader of the opposition. And when falsehood is spread. Falsehood is deliberately spread and gullible people and simple people are deliberately misled, then you are doing society a disservice, especially when you're trying to think that you're doing it for serving your own political gains. And I'm not going to name one party or the other, I'm just saying generally, and especially when you're making promises and you're trying to fearmonger on on aspects which are baseless, then you're deliberately barking up the wrong tree, and that's not good. That's also not good. And if that's being amplified by entities, and if that narrative is being pushed by entities who've got nothing to do with Bharat but who are inimical to Bharat under false handles and false pretexts, then you're creating an environment and vitiating the environment deliberately. Isn't that a big disservice to the country too? Rohan Gupta, respond to Sanjay Jha.
See, again, my friend Sanjay had asked very specific question as a Congress social media head. And that is why, Sanjay, when I ensured that I will not cross the line, some of your friends that are sitting there, they didn't like it. I think you should have asked question to your new friend Supriya when Mr. Modi was invited to Canada for the G20 summit and the false narrative was spread from Congress handle. Were you the same mature Sanjay Jha asking question to Congress party? Were you the same Sanjay Jha when Congress party tried to spread the false narrative? So let's not show this maturity, Sanjay. I know you are a sensible person and that's why Congress Darbaris will not listen to you. So maybe I will take your advice personally, but I am sure Congress is not going to take your advice even personally or professionally. The point here is, as a political party and as a man of social media, I understand as a political party, we have to be very, very sensitive towards each and every information. There are new types of things coming up, VPN and all. Common people don't understand. Even a small slightest issue or a doubt will definitely change the public perspective. And that's why I'm saying when Vietnam thing happened, have you seen Congress answer, Sanjay? Were you satisfied as a Congress sympathizer? No. And this is not the first event. I will count you 10 such events where you should have invited to a Congress party that why they are indulging to false narrative. You will not ask question. So then you are losing that independence, Sanjay. You are not part of Congress party. Either you write like that, okay, I am part of Congress party, then I'll take your thing. But when you are independent, sometimes you must definitely criticize Congress party the way Anand does.
No, but the point is whether Anand Ranganathan chooses to criticize the BJP and the Congress party or Sanjay Jha chooses to criticize only the BJP, that's the choice of an individual. What is important is that you have to criticize based on facts and not on fallacy. That is important. That is important. Now, one may choose to overlook the transgressions of one while focusing on the transgressions of the other. That is still in the realm of, you can pass, allow it to pass, as long as it is not done with the fact that I'm going to use all sorts of falsehoods to try and push that particular agenda. That's where I would want to give everybody the freedom to criticize. Somebody may say, listen, no, I may not like the Congress party, but I don't like Mr. Modi more. I don't like the BJP more. Somebody may say that and say, that's why I'm going to focus on this. That's what I'm going to do. You can't stop them from that, as long as they do it on facts. Yes, Dr. Ranganathan.
No, just to add to what Sanjay said, of course he's right, but I emphasize the falsehood and lies are not just being spread by handles that are operated, might be from outside through VP or whatever the case may be. You take the instance, for example, of Rahul Gandhi. Now, when someone as responsible as Rahul Gandhi, or let's put it this way, someone in as responsible a position as Rahul Gandhi is in, for him to say India is a dead economy, when the facts are exactly the opposite. For him to say that 30,000 crores offsets were given to Ambani, blatant lies. When he says that I talked to Mr. Arun Jaitley on, so when he is lying almost one tweet a day, why do you have to blame or go even far away for Congress handles operating from South Asia to complain? Rahul Gandhi is lying. Can we do anything about it? No, we take it with a pinch of salt. Supreme Court did not. It asked Rahul Gandhi to apologize, and Rahul Gandhi did. But do we ask Rahul Gandhi to apologize? Yes, but does he apologize? No, he doesn't, because we are not Supreme Court. So let's just take it with, as Anand, you say, this is such a, and in fact Sanjay said, it's been normalized. Lies have been normalized.
No, one can't normalize lies. I just have another question to Rohan. I'm just saying, why are these handles still operating? Why are these handles still being allowed to proliferate and to push this kind of vitriol and canards, Rohan? You have exposed these handles. What's the action that the government is taking? If they are going to be harming society and they're vitiating the atmosphere, pushing falsehood, why have they not been blocked? Tell me something. Why is the government till date sitting on those YouTubers and not branding them as publishers? Why are they not brought under the IT Act? Why are those people who are peddling falsehoods without a fact check, why are they not being deemed publishers? The government can do it. What are you sitting? What are you waiting for then?
See, as a social media guy, I know that this is a very, very dynamic situation. You block certain IPs, you block certain VPN, they will find out the way. The technology is changing every day. So I completely understand. This is a very, very serious, dangerous era we are going through. As a government, as political party, all of us, we have to ensure that whether intentionally or unintentionally, we do not become part of this kind of propaganda. But my point here is to Sanjay, coming back to the core point of spreading a false news or something which is completely wrong. I am coming back to Sanjay because you like to discuss the SIR issue. I am touching that point here. Everybody knows, personally you also know, that there is nothing called vote chori, right? You absolutely know that. Everybody, Anand knows, everybody knows here. And that's why people of Bihar answered that. You are nodding your head by heart, you know that people of Bihar answered that 65 लाख लोग जिनके नाम कट गए थे, वो लोग थे ही नहीं, और 65 लाख लोग के सिवा जिनके नाम आ गए, उनके लिए इश्यू नहीं था. Still you supported the propaganda. I think this is also part of fake narrative, because you are questioning the constitutional institute of the country. One of the most important institution in the world, you are continuously questioning, knowing the fact that you are not correct. People have answered you, still you are not ready to concede. So I think this is also part of the fake narrative which you are building and misguiding the country.
Right.
We should have. Just give me 15 seconds.
Jay, I'm coming to you only. I also want to add that even as 65 lakh names were struck off the rules, 21.5 lakh names were added onto the rules. Right. And the absolute number of voters who came out to vote is greater than before, sir. Yeah. So there is a story there for people to look at and say that if there was indeed vote chori, then even though the base has come down, the absolute number of voters should not have gone up. That should have also had a direct impact. And there aren't too many people standing out on the street saying ki mera vote chori ho gaya. So this whole thing was false. That's what. Yes, please respond. Ji.
Yeah, a short answer, Anand. Think about it, okay? That until the opposition went to the Supreme Court with petitions, the Election Commission was not willing to disclose who were the people whose names were deleted, 65 lakh. It was done under orders of the Supreme Court.
Wrong news. No,
one minute.
Okay,
when you say that a lot of people did not thereafter protest, well, you know why? Because the opposition was successful in making sure that Aadhaar which is very widely distributed, was made acceptable as a document for people to vote. And
Once that was
only
done.
because the Supreme Court intervened.
Sanjay ji, let's agree that your argument, let's agree to your argument. Even
It is a correct argument.
No, 1 minute. I'm just saying, there may be others who have the right to disagree. Correct. You may believe it is correct. I'm saying let's agree. Then after that, Mr. Rahul Gandhi should not have talked about vote chori even till the last day. Then he should not have gone ahead calling the Prime Minister names and continued to just bark up on vote chori once all of this was implemented. Well, I'm just saying, okay, the other thing, sir, is the court said that the laws, violation of privacy, the Election Commission got the clarity that the court did not deem it the violation of privacy by declaring the names of those people and those voters. And that's the reason why the Election Commission then, because it was ordered by the court, would not have been taken back into court for violation of right to privacy. Please understand that the court very clearly said this is not violation. If these people are not there, if they are migrated, this will not be considered as violation of the right to privacy because this is important for public information. So put it out. That's when they did. Yes, Rohan Gupta, you wanted to say something? How to wind up? Yeah, Ji.
See, that's what I am telling Sanjay. See, Sanjay, the list was given to all the political parties. Don't tell that list was not given. After that, Supreme Court said that you please make it public so that even direct people can approach. So don't talk half lies. This is not expected out of you. After that, 1 month was given to the all political parties. 1 month to add the names. After that, names were added. After that, you are saying vote chori. You tell me, do you have any moral right to tell vote chori? Okay. You won't even question Congress party.
Rohan, just one example.
Okay.
Just 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Just one
you
example.
Tell me, do you feel that vote chori has happened in Bihar? Sanjay, very pointed question to you as a friend. Do you feel vote chori has happened in Bihar? Yes or no? Single line answer.
Yes.
That's it. Single one answer.
Yes,
yes
and
or
I'm
no?
giving you only one example. BJP leaders have voted in Bihar and they have voted elsewhere. It is all
again
in
you are
public
saying
domain.
again that is
Everybody knows it.
Sir, but they have voted in. Sanjay ji, how is that vote chori, Sanjay ji? Sanjay ji,
you. Voting twice.
Sir, Sanjay ji, in the same election. In the same election or at different elections and different periods?
We all know what
Sanjay
happened, right?
Sir, Sanjay ji, you're also an intelligent person. I voted in Mumbai, sir, and I moved from Mumbai in 2017 to Noida. So in 2018, my voter ID moved, my address moved, I voted in UP. So are you going to say, oh, Anand, you did vote chori or you did voter fraud because you voted in Maharashtra and you also voted in Mumbai, in UP? Come on, Sanjay ji. See,
look at one address having 600 people.
Sir,
Anand, 5 seconds.
Sir, you know the absence of intelligence or the refusal to use intelligence are two separate things. You are veering towards the latter. Please don't do that, sir. I credit you with more than that. Yes, Dr. Ranganathan. Yes, Dr. Ranganathan. Dr. Ranganathan. Sir, I have to wind up. I'm over time. The guests for the next conversation are also waiting. Yes.
Yeah, first of all, I find it unacceptable. There is too much camaraderie on this panel between the Congress and the BJP. Please, let's stop that if we want a lovely debate. No.
The thing is, both are ex-Congress.
On a very serious note, very simple question to Sanjay. Sanjay, in Wayanad constituency that Rahul Gandhi won with a thumping majority, there were 20,000 duplicate voters. Do you think there was vote chori? Yes or no?
Well, I would have liked the BJP to protest. Why don't they do that? That's my question. If they care for democracy, they should protest, right? They don't. That's exactly the problem. And you agreed what I said. Election Commission is dysfunctional.
Sir,
Election Commission has no credibility in India. Sir, you just proved my point, Anand.
No, you just at this point in time and that's the reason why the SIR is important. You just proved the Election Commission right, saying that we need to do a systematic intensive revision.
Yeah, but
Sanjay ji, but your past master, sir, Gugni mein hi nahi, Jalebi mein bhi, in terms of the answers. Thank you very much. On that note, with smiles to all our panelists, thank you very much. Dr. Ranganathan, do stay on with us. Have to move on. Alima Khan, sister of former Pak Prime Minister Imran Khan, warned as she addressed the rumours around his safety and sharply criticised what she called an unprecedented breakdown of Pakistan's justice system. Alima Khan said that Imran Khan has been isolated for at least 6 weeks, with family members blocked from their court-mandated Tuesday meeting slots despite judicial orders guaranteeing access. They are in contempt of court on everything, she said in an exclusive conversation with CNN News 18. The justice system has completely collapsed. There are good judges, but their autonomy has been withdrawn. Listen in.
Why is Imran Khan being denied basic constitutional right during protests? You see, he's been isolated for at least 6 weeks. My sister was allowed to meet him on 2 Tuesdays because Tuesday is family and lawyers meeting day. That's been stipulated by the courts. So basically, they are in contempt of court on everything. There is no our justice system is, I would say, collapsed, completely collapsed. I don't think the judges. There are excellent judges. They have been sort of their autonomy has been basically withdrawn, or maybe they have passed a couple of amendments in the Constitution, which has made our courts completely ineffective. That's the 26th Amendment and the 27th Amendment. And the 27th Amendment is basically person-specific. A few people are giving themselves complete immunity from law. That's for Pakistanis. I think we are dealing with a shocking situation, and it's like a reality check for all of us. As far as Imran Khan is concerned, I think they even gave the Prime Minister complete immunity for life or something to that effect, and had to be withdrawn because they realized that Imran Khan might benefit from it and might be released from jail because of this complete immunity. But for sort of addressing the rumors that are going around that his life might be in danger or he's very ill, no. 3-4 weeks ago when my sister met him, he's completely in excellent health. So they can't claim that somebody's died of old age or he had any ailment. He doesn't. But I don't think they will even dare touch a hair on his head. I don't think they would even dare, because these people understand very well that there's a huge amount of anger in Pakistan, a lot of anger. Otherwise, they wouldn't be going around giving themselves immunity at this rate. It is becoming a joke in Pakistan that a few people are giving themselves immunity for life. The only thing I can claim is that they would never dare even think of hurting him, because what will follow is I don't think anybody would be ready for what happens next. And you think people are going to sit around and let them live?
Well, that was Imran Khan's sister, and although the members of Adiala jail are saying that Imran Khan is hale and hearty, then why stop his family from meeting him? While this is happening, viewers, there is a huge spat that is emerging along the Durand line, with drone strikes by Pakistanis across the Durand line on Afghan locations. There is a fight there. The TTPs, backed splinter groups are now becoming individual jihadi tanzeems who are now operating and spreading all across mainland Pakistan. And you had an Afghan national who emigrated to the US from Islamabad, who's gone ahead and shot 2 National Guards in DC right outside, raising questions on security around the White House. But more importantly, what a dangerous, devious game is being played in this region. Let's try and understand what's happening in the neighborhood and what does Bharat need to do in such a situation. Lieutenant General D.P. Pandey with us, Zahak Tanveer and Dr. Ranganathan with us. Namaste and Jai Hind to everybody. Thank you for your time. General Pandey, how would you read these developments? Would you want to look at them individually in isolation, or are the dots connecting with each other somewhere?
So firstly, I think thank you for having a wonderful panel. It's a matter of great privilege to hear both Zahak and Dr. Anand. My knowledge gets enhanced when I'm listening to them. But very quickly, I think
everybody is learning from Ambassador Deepak Ora. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So, firstly, I think the dots are not exactly connected, but yes, these are repercussions which are happening, and thanks to the people who are controlling the events which are happening in Pakistan, Afghanistan region, actually, I'll tie up both together. They are not segregated, and it's not about Durand line, but what is being done by the Americans in Pakistan has got repercussions in Afghanistan, and there is a larger game which is being played. Very quickly, I'll just talk briefly about Imran Khan as well. I'm sorry, I'll just deviate a little bit. Please understand that Imran Khan the sister is being very, very bold that he may not be killed. There's a legacy behind, and Pakistan military is quite capable of removing him from the scene without much happening on the ground. But today, I don't think so. He's right. There's a whole social media network which has been playing. A lot of people have been asking me this question, but I don't think he's dead. But there is a situation being created to keep these people into push. You just remember that he's also a Pashtun, and there is a whole backlash which is also happening in the KPK area. So there are linkages which is happening. The second is this issue of coming about who's going to be more powerful. Is Afghan Taliban going to take over, be able to push their narrative and take control of their own area? Or is Asim Munir able to get the upper hand? Now is the issue of ego and I think a certain degree of nationalism which is in play here. And most critical, which you missed out, and you must talk about it more often, is about the killing of IS leadership. A few of them in KPK by, I believe, it's done by Afghans who are top leadership who were removed from the scene. I think just about last 24 hours, and there's not much narrative which is happening. So look at the schmozzle which is there. IS is clearly is being now linked by the Afghans to Pakistan establishment, which by extension is linked very clearly to CIA. Is now the whole thing is opening up for the world to watch that who's hunting along with whom in this region. So it's a very dangerous game which is at play, and it will get out of hand. The meeting which took place in terms of trying to broker a ceasefire has actually shut down. There is a lack of capacity on both sides, truly from the Pakistan side and Afghanistan side, that they are not actually at each other's throat. If they had enough capacity, I think they would be at war today. There is nothing much which is holding up, and I think the biggest challenge which they have taken upon themselves, the Pakistanis, is that they have actually started the hornet's nest, and this elements like Jamaatul Asrar and all, which are moving around, and they have taken this suicide attack in Peshawar, I think just about 2 days back, a response to which the Pakistanis, the civilians in Afghanistan, is going to be actually a major shift, and I think Afghans have come out, they're going to strike. And please remember, Afghans follow the principle of suicide bombing, which they've got battalions of it, and they are going to use it to quite an effect in Pakistan. So virtually everything what Pakistan was playing against us for last about 3 decades, and Americans were investing in Pakistan to actually ignore what was happening to us, is now happening to America on their soil and to Pakistanis on the soil. Should I celebrate it? Yes, some degree of sense of a very devilish mind allows me to celebrate that, okay, they are getting hit at home, but actually a sane global citizen will not like all this to happen. But Pakistan is in a great spot. Nothing much is going to happen to Afghanistan. I believe they have issued a NOTAM for no flying of Pakistani aircrafts from their airspace. So you imagine they are jam-packed onto the east and west. They can't fly these two very important countries. They can only fly out to Tajikistan or else through Iran. And both are under stress even today. Yeah.
Right. 22 days Imran Khan's family has not been allowed to meet him. And the KPK chief minister, he also wanted to meet, and he's also not been allowed to meet. Even as there is a huge escalation along the Durand line, and the Pashtuns are not going to be happy about that. Let's just quickly listen into the KPK CM also if we can.
आप लोग समझाएं अंदर कौन है, स्टूडेंट साहब है, कर्नल साहब है, चले जो भी हैं आप उनसे जो है लिख के आए कि क्यों छोड़ने या नहीं छोड़ रहे हो. ठीक है मैं इधर बैठा हूँ.
So again, क्यों नहीं छोड़ रहे हैं? Why are they not letting me meet Imran Khan? There are a lot of, like General Saab said, that the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa region, because he's a Pashtun, Niazi, so there is a huge sentiment for Imran Khan. He also enjoyed a lot of support. In fact, the TTP came out and openly said that we will man your booths during the election and nobody will be able to take away your vote. We'll ensure all the votes fall for you. So that's the level of support that came in. Zaq Tanveer, how do you see this manifest? And this whole thing about, and I had a conversation with Suhail Shaheen from the Taliban, who said that, and part of the government, and they believe, they have reasons to believe that what's happened in the US is an ISI plant, because they are still wanting to be guarded officially, but unofficially they believe it could be done to ensure that the US view about Afghanistan is sour and the Pakistanis play that game again, because Trump is there on record calling Afghanistan a hellhole and all Afghan immigrations have currently been blocked. All this adds up towards the Pak game. Zahak, yeah.
Thank you so much, Anand, for having me on your show. We need to understand that Imran Khan is no friend of India. When Imran Khan was in power, he was used by the radical left of the West, and he was also used by the pro-Turkish lobby against India to pass this Islamophobia bill against India. So we have to also understand this point that Imran Khan is no friend of India. But when it comes to Afghanistan and Pakistan game, there is a huge game which is happening in the region, and one of the biggest games is the 27th Amendment, which is on the cards. And Asim Munir is trying to push this so that he becomes the chief of defense forces, so that the three naval and air force and the land forces come under his control. So the huge game is happening, and the smokescreen strategic centralization is taking place. And with this, Asim Munir will get the lifelong rank and lifelong impunity and immunity to carry on the gray zone operations and also to carry on the proxy operations near the Afghan as well as the India border. So it's not the danger for India, it's also the danger for Afghanistan, and it's also a danger for the Israel as well. So the tacit approval of the United States is looking at the rare earth minerals inside Afghanistan and Pakistan. And what United States is looking at is to control Iran and to contain the Iranian nuclear plan. But at the same time, it will be hitting back Israel as well. So when it comes to the 27th Amendment, it will be a huge backlashing point for the Baloch and the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa as well. So these two parties will definitely be blowing against the Pakistan establishment. And the rumour about the Imran Khan's death, it cannot be ignored when it comes to Pakistan. Okay, when it comes to other countries, we can ignore this rumour about the Imran Khan's death. But when it comes to Pakistan, this rumour cannot be ignored. So yeah, the region is facing a real threat. And when it comes to Bharat, when it comes to India, India needs strong leadership. And I believe the leadership currently which we have, the leadership should continue to tackle such a threat.
So we cannot brush it aside. There has to be something's going to give in 22 days or 25 days. Can suddenly Imran Khan's health from glowing and all right get to fell ill drastically and beyond recovery, and he perished inside the jail. In fact, surprisingly, Dr. Ranganathan, there are people who in June said by November or December, Imran Khan will not be a player on the pawn. He will not be there on the board at all. So is it all moving in that direction, and then you're creating utter chaos in the Durand line to say, oh, the nation is in utter chaos and we need to have martial law?
Anand, first of all, thank you so much for having me in the same panel as the two wonderful experts, and I speak as a layman out here, and what they've said is absolutely true. I'll just add something to it. Ronald Reagan, the US president, used to famously say, trust but verify. Let me amend that in context of Pakistan. Even if you verified 100 times, please do not trust. And the same goes not only for Pakistan, but I'm afraid also for Afghanistan. I mean, I'm glad you clarified when you said I talked with Taliban, the government, because I mean, you are living in a situation, in an era where you simply cannot trust anyone. And in this, maybe apply, quote unquote, the Trump doctrine, that everything is transactional. And what I am particularly pleased about what this Modi government has done in the last 7-8 years is to have almost zero transactions with Pakistan. We just don't want to do anything with Pakistan. And trust me, at least there was some semblance of morality and ethics in the 70s and the 80s and even the 90s when even people who would go and meet the US president would never take their army chief along. You would have instances where Nawaz Sharif would probably go and, the Musharraf would not tag along or somebody. Out here, it is so brazen. It is almost declaring to the world that the Prime Minister is actually a puppet. The real power is not tagging along. It is the Prime Minister who's tagging along. So it is actually Asif Munir who is actually meeting Trump. It's just subsidiary. The poodle is actually the Prime Minister. So now all masks are off, all pretenses off. And I'm glad Zach brought out that point. Now, had Imran Khan not subjected India to the kind of disgust and vitriol that he did when he was the Prime Minister, we would, because I don't know, for some odd reason, we've always had a soft heart at these things. We melt very easily. We would have actually seen Imran as a victim. But Zach is absolutely right. Even if Imran comes back again, miracle of miracles, we should continue with the policy that we have, because Imran is not a victim. They are all the same. Everyone is a wolf in sheep's clothing.
That is from Bharat's point of view as a nation which is obsessed with trying to wipe out Bharat or bleed India with 1,000 cuts. But what happens is there is an impact on those who want to align with Bharat, who want to come back, and that they are on the other side. So Pakistan is sandwiched between two nations who want to have an equation with each other, and there could be perhaps a modicum of understanding and moderation. Today we are at a place where we can even think that the Taliban can become moderate, but we are not willing to accept that Pakistan will ever be democratic and peaceful, or that Asim Munir will ever be in a way less inimical to Bharat. So General Pandey, what happens in this situation? Are we going to have a huge migration of refugees towards us? Should we also take into conjunction the first time a reference of Sindh made by the Raksha Mantri? Shortly after the utterances at Bhuj, and also what we talked about Sir Creek.
I think, look, we should be worried. And as Zach has said, that 27th Amendment is a huge thing.
Yeah.
Next few days are very, very critical till the time this entire thing comes into play, because the leakage of ISI event which has happened in US, killing of 2 National Guard officers, Pakistan will try and do something silly in this time, even in India, because this allows him to actually take control inside of a country which is today very, very fractured and in a very difficult situation. And it will also compel the Americans to keep on signing, because Trump has actually signed off with a devil which is uncontrollable, and which will keep on pulling them inside. The second is, while we should be worried about it, the second is that is America looking for a long-term decision, something in Afghanistan? Are they wanting to go back and do something silly out there so that the rare earth material comes easily to them? And is this situation which is happening today along the borders is creating a situation or an international organization once this Ukraine-Russian war, which is, I think, maybe about another week's time, we'll find certain degree of progress happening towards this Israel-Hamas stop, a certain shift of focus which will take place into Afghanistan, because it is becoming not only critical for rare earth material, we keep on forgetting, it's about the Chinese connection as well, because he needs this area now. The error of Biden which happened when they moved out, they need to correct that and come back into this area, because Taliban, the day they say, okay, we are going to shake hands with you, we'll allow you the rare earth material to go to you, they will be finished internally, because that will go against the entire concept on which they came against Americans and throughout the Americans. And therefore, this is a huge challenge. And I think the shape is being set for some time to American to start intervening into Afghanistan. They will use Pakistan as a leverage and come inside. Yeah.
Right. Thank you. I've run out of time. Thank you, gentlemen. Amazing conversation as always, to have intelligent minds who bring different perspectives around what could impact us. But there is something brewing in the neighborhood, viewers, and we'll keep close tabs on what's happening. Thank you for watching this edition of The Right Stand. Namaste.
This is long night?
You have no idea.
I got you.
Motorola Edge 60 Pro. Hello, Moto.
Finisher Windows, beautiful and durable designs. इंस्टॉलेशन से मेंटेनेंस की लाइफ लॉन्ग कस्टमर सर्विस। आपके घर में फिनिस्टा नहीं है तो कॉल कीजिए।
Fine, finer, Finesta.
I killed my plants.
Ah, bummer. Try putting them in the shower.
On it. Am I supposed to be in the shower with them?
Definitely not.
The all-new Motorola Razr 60, dangerously cool.
I killed my plants.
Ah, bummer. Try putting them in the shower.
On it. Am I supposed to be in the shower with them?
Definitely not.
The all-new Motorola Razr 60, dangerously cool.
Stay ahead with News 18. News from your city in your language. Real-time updates, in-depth analysis, and breaking news. Anytime, anywhere. Only on the News 18 app. Scan and download the News 18 app now.
Hello, Moto.
Mlendu, your thoughts?
Okay, so fairly simple, Shivani. If they so much that the government claims that they have done, what Tushar was talking about, there's a saying called Operation Successful, Patient Dead. The reality is that if so much has happened in terms of activity and intervention, and if still my AQI is 800 and 700 and 900, then there's something terribly wrong. That means that you haven't done enough, or you've actually pretended that you've done something while you have actually not. Reality is that imagine if 500 was the AQI yesterday in various places, even the government monitors, so-called tampered with and sprinkled water with, even they showed 400 plus AQI levels. Why should GRAP 3 be relaxed? When we talk about construction, by the way, GRAP 3 puts a ban on non-essential construction activities, not on essential construction activities. And tell me one thing, is the lung of your family member, tomorrow if your family member falls unwell or my family member falls unwell, should we go and tell them that, for the country to become one of the topmost GDP-led countries, let your lungs suffer, let your lung not grow, let's have asthma, it's okay. Asthma is...
Mlendu, your thoughts?
Okay, so fairly simple, Shivani. If they so much that the government claims that they have done, what Tushar was talking about, there's a saying called Operation Successful, Patient Dead. The reality is that if so much has happened in terms of activity and intervention, and if still my AQI is 800 and 700 and 900, then there's something terribly wrong. That means that you haven't done enough, or you've actually pretended that you've done something while you have actually not. Reality is that imagine if 500 was the AQI yesterday in various places, even the government monitors, so-called tampered with and sprinkled water with, even they showed 400 plus AQI levels. Why should GRAP 3 be relaxed? When we talk about construction, by the way, GRAP 3 puts a ban on non-essential construction activities, not on essential construction activities. And tell me one thing, is the lung of your family member, tomorrow if your family member falls unwell or my family member falls unwell, should we go and tell them that, for the country to become one of the topmost GDP-led countries, let your lungs suffer, let your lung not grow, let's have asthma, it's okay. Asthma is the price can anyone on this panel ready to pay with cancer and with asthma, with stunted lungs, just because we want development in India's economy to grow?
No, but Vimlendu, real life issues.
Reality is that government after government, they have been treating the symptoms rather than the source. We need to understand that what is the source of the pollution. And that you will only come to know when you do not really shut down your air quality monitors at the peak levels of pollution, or you don't sprinkle water around air quality monitors. So as your
But we do know the sources of pollution, right? Vimlendu, we do know the sources of pollution. I want to understand from you, what are those three things, for example, that you think the government hasn't done or not done enough of?
I'll tell you. So first of all, we need to understand that it's not just Delhi that is polluted. 90% of Delhi's air is terrible, is poor, which means that it can't be one CM or other CM or one political party. It has to happen from the top. It has to happen from the Prime Minister's office. And it's already 10 years late for Mr. Modi, and it's perhaps 30 years late for India and the other Prime Minister that's been there. Because air pollution, MC Mehta case is an example of 40 years we have been litigating, or the case has been going on in the Supreme Court. Now, when I say in North India, or at least in terms of Delhi, we will have to really look at a public transport which is affordable, which is accessible, which is last mile, and which is dense, and which is not only focused, on Delhi. You'll have to understand that population of Delhi is not 25 million, but it's actually 80 to 85 million, because when you are talking about Delhi's pollution sitting in Noida, or I talk about Delhi's pollution sitting in Gurgaon, we need to understand that it's 5 cities together that we need to really enhance the public transport network. Construction, demolition activities, yes, that they can happen, but construction and demolition activities plus roadside dust without following the regulations, that is the reason why there's
Good evening, you're watching Brass Tacks with me, Zakir Jacob. The Nataka in Karnataka. It's the Game of Thrones that's going on between Siddaramaiah, the Chief Minister, and DK Shivkumar, the Deputy Chief Minister. Now it seems to be taking a decisive turn. DK put up a cryptic post on social media claiming that word is bigger than word. Now his pointed message was to the Congress High Command, who he claims gave him their word that he will be made Chief Minister after the first 2.5 years. Now, Siddaramaiah has hit back and said that word does not mean until it makes